day, viewers. Welcome to the Physics Mind. Today, we are going to look at a question from Projectile. This is actually a JAMB question. So let's dive into the example. Okay, so the question says that two bodies, X and Y, are projected on the same horizontal plane with same initial speed, but at angles 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively to the horizontal. So neglecting air resistance, what is the ratio of the range of X to that of Y? Now remember that the general assumption for a projectile motion is that what? Air resistance is neglected. So they are just reminding us of that. Okay, so let's go straight into the solution. Okay, in this question we have two bodies, and these bodies are X and Y. And we are told that they are projected from the same horizontal plane. These two bodies from the same horizontal plane and with the same initial speed. That means that the initial speed of X is the same as the initial speed of what? Of Y. And we don't even know what is that initial speed. So let's call the initial speed what? U. And we are told that they are projected at angles of 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. It means that the angle of inclination of X is 30 degrees and that of Y is what? 60 degrees. So neglecting air resistance, we're asked what? To find the ratio of what? The range of X to that of Y. So how do we find that ratio? For us to find the ratio, we need to find, first of all, the what? The range of X, and also find the range of Y. Then we divide them. That gives us the what? The ratio of the what? The range of X to that of Y. Okay, so recall that the range of a projectile, since we're asked to find the ratio of range, we need to what? Recall what is our equation for range. And remember that the equation of a range of a projectile is equal U squared sine 2 theta over G. Okay, so if that is so, it means we need to find the equation for the range of what? The projectile, for that of X, for body X, and also that of what? For body Y. So let's say for X, the range of the projectile of X, let's call it R subscript X. And it's going to be, now, what is the initial velocity of X? We don't know. We are told that it is the same as that of Y. So let's call it U. So U squared sine 2. Now, the angle of inclination for X, we are told is what? 30 degrees. So half 2 times 30, then divided by what? By G, which is the acceleration due to gravity. We are still not given the acceleration due to gravity. So let's still leave it what? At G. So that is going to give us U squared sine, so 2 times 30, which is what? 60 over what? G. So that is for X. So let's still do that for what? For Y. Okay, so for Y, let's call the range what? RY. And that is going to give us U, which is the initial velocity or initial speed. We are still not given the initial speed. So that gives us U squared sine 2. Then what is the angle of inclination of Y? We are told is 60. So 2 multiplied by 60 over G, we are still not given. So that will give us U squared sine 2 times 60, that is 120. So 2 sine 120 over G. So we found the equation for the range of X to be this, and the equation for the range of Y to be this. So the question says what is the ratio of the range of X to that of Y. So our ratio becomes the range of X divided by the range of Y. So our ratio now becomes the range of X, which we have found to be what? U squared sine 60 divide what? G. And then divide by, let me put it this way, the range of Y, which is what? U squared sine 120 over G. Okay, so let's find the ratio now. So the ratio will now give us u squared sine 60 over g. So when division changes to multiplication, so we have g over u squared sine 120. Okay, so at this point, this g can cancel this g, and this u square can go with this u square. So our ratio will now be left with what? Sine 60 over sine 120. So our ratio now becomes sine 60 divided by sine 120. So use your calculator. Okay, so sine 60 is the same thing as 0.8667. And then sine 120 is also the same, which is what? 0.8667. So this divided by this, so our ratio will be equals what? 1. So therefore, the ratio of x to that of y, so rx ratio ry is equals to what? Since it's 1, it's the same thing as 1 ratio 1. So that gives us the what? The ratio of the range of x to that of y. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Bye.